Amy Carmichael was a missionary to India and founded a society devoted to saving children from a life of sexual slavery. She served in India for 56 years without furlough and authored many books about missionary work. Born in 1867 in a small village in Northern Ireland, Amy was highly influenced by the faith of her devout Presbyterian parents. Despite suffering from neuralgia at an early age and being sick in bed for weeks, her passion for missions was kindled when she listened to the famed missionary Hudson Taylor talk about missionary life. At a young age, Amy knew God was calling her to be a missionary. Can you tell us what Amy Carmichael was most known for during her years as a missionary in India?
Much of Amy's work was with young women. Amy Carmichael became increasingly aware of the fact that many Indian children, often very young girls, were dedicated to the gods by their parents. So these temple children were usually used for sex by both the religious elites and the community. The organization she began was a place of sanctuary for more than 1,000 children who would otherwise have faced a bleak future.
Did other Christians support her work?
No, that's the most surprising aspect of her ministry to Christians today. Amy Carmichael did not have the support of her fellow Christians at that time. They basically couldn't believe that the horrors she described were true. But that didn't stop her. She stepped in to end religious sex trafficking of little girls, knowing she could do anything with God's support. Amy Carmichael herself did not find out the whole truth of the sexual slavery going on within the Hindu temples until she pretended to be an Indian woman by staining her own skin, wearing a sari and going inside the temples just like any other Indian girl would.
Can you tell us how the local authorities reacted?
She rescued the girls without the permission of the local authorities, often traveling many miles to rescue a child from sexual slavery. Amy Carmichael was a kidnapper, one who recognized that kidnapping laws were there for a reason, but also recognized that the law of God superseded the law of man in this very particular situation. Her actions actually led to hostility with the local people and local authorities, who would often try to imprison her on false charges when they couldn't make charges of kidnapping stick.
Did Amy Carmichael continue to save children for the rest of her life?
Well, after falling ill in 1931, she continued to write books and develop young leaders to continue the work that she started. Amy died shortly after India's independence, but her legacy continues to live to this day in the organization that she founded and through the many local people she taught to carry forward the work of rescuing young girls. When she died, the children she saved placed a bird bath over her grave with a simple inscription, Amma, which means mother.
To learn more about the Cornwall Alliance for the Stewardship of Creation and our work in energy, development, poverty alleviation, and the environment, go to www.cornwallalliance.org and www.earthrisingblog.com. You can also learn more about biblical environmental stewardship by ordering our Resisting the Green Dragon book and DVD set, or our documentary, Where the Grass is Greener, Biblical Stewardship vs. Climate Alarmism, on our online store. You can also follow us on Facebook at Cornwall Alliance and Twitter at Cornwall Steward.